The Hartley Show is an entertainment program and does not own any of the copyrighted material featured in this episode. All copyrighted material featured will be used as fair use for the purposes of criticism, comment, news reporting, and/or researching. Taki. Today on The Hartley Show, we're coming at you from Seattle, Washington, home of the Emerald City Comicon. I'm here with Red Sonja. Hey, Red Sonja, how you doing today?
Pretty darn good, and yourself?
Fantastic, thank you. Now, what I need to ask you about is this cool sign. It seems like you have something kind of to say here.
This is some work from Nebzilla, actually, and I think he's just kind of going off. If you're going to have an explanation for the chainmail bikini, kind of exposing all of the things, it's got to be science. It's got to be the uterus power. It gives, deflects arrows, stops bullets, pretty amazing stuff. So few know about it, though. So the secrets of the uterus. Awesome.
Uterus, more powerful than scale mail.
Boom!
So I have to ask, do you read comics?
I do.
And who is your favorite character?
Oh, that's so hard. I don't know. Red Sonja right now. I tend to like a lot of the Rat Queen stuff. I also like a lot of Harley Quinn. She's kind of like psychotic, so there's a little part of me that has a soft spot for her as well. But, Deadpool's really in right now, so reading a lot of Deadpool as well, and the list kind of goes on.
What's your take on the whole controversy over the artist that was fired on Rat Queens over physical abuse?
I have heard very little about it, actually. It wasn't like the one artist that I really like, so I'm not really sure about that. But I don't know. It seems to be a lot of people lately have been getting kicked out of shows and books and stuff for punching people.
Well, dude beat his wife and he got kicked off the book. It sounded kind of cool to me. That he got kicked off the book, that is.
He beat his wife and got kicked off the book, and I kind of have to be...
Sounds just...
that information, I have to be kind of for it, but...
Well, thanks for your time, Red Sonja.
You're very welcome. Now I'm going to go get drunk in legendary fashion.
Uterus power.
Woo.
I'm here with Justin Zimmerman, writer of Safe. Hey, Justin, how you doing, man?
Nice to meet you.
Now, can you tell us a little bit about Safe?
Yeah, it's purportedly a zombie story, survival horror, but it has a huge twist, and so it's one of those great conundrums where you've got a cool idea and a cool concept, but you don't want to give too much away because you want people to discover it through the story.
Now, what really caught my attention at first was I looked at the inside front page, and there's this FEMA checklist. What inspired that, and do you have any association with FEMA?
There's a survival horror element to the book, and what was cool is we actually went to the federal government's website and looked at their survival kind of guidelines, and they were horrible and horribly laid out. So my professional letterer, Doug Sherwood, created this kind of checklist for the reader to actually make sure that they would be okay by the end of the story as well.
So your checklist is more effective than the government's?
And it looks a hell of a lot better, too.
What a surprise. So what do you tell us? Is there anything really you can say about Safe?
I could say that it's a culmination of a good number of years of work. It was a successful Kickstarter. It was locally printed and sustainably produced. And the artist, Russ Brown, who is sitting actually next to me, drew an incredible story. And Matt Grigsby did an incredible job with the colors. So it's one of many projects that I've done with local creators over the past 5 or 6 years, and I'm very proud of it.
I have to ask, are you a fan of The Walking Dead?
Yeah, actually I have the very first issue, which I bought in a comic book store. So I've been following Kirkman's work for a very long time now.
I will never forgive myself for saying, I think this will read better in a trade.
Oh, well, I mean, it's a collectible medium. You got to get on top of that.
I'm an idiot. So what else are you writing here?
I have a graphic novel called The Killing Jar, which is 9 issues long. I have a graphic novel series called Otherworlds, which is a number of short stories, each one illustrated by different local independent artists. And I just love comics. I'm a filmmaker full-time. This is a super hobby of mine, and I'm just extraordinarily happy to be part of a comic community.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about The Killing Jar?
The Killing Jar is a survival horror. It's a neo-Western piece, and it's got a strong female lead. It's about a lady and her younger brother kind of trapped in a backwater Colorado town where the entire town has gone crazy with drug lust. So some drug pushers come into town, some police come into town, and it all goes to hell very quickly. Twists and turns and some dynamic art and just a lot of fun.
Fantastic. Now, I should also point out you have great price points on your products here. I'm noticing $5 for Safe. And was it $25 for the graphic novel of Killing Jar? Right. So are these comics available through Diamond as well?
We do not go through any kind of distribution in terms of physical product. We do it ourselves. We do it through Etsy and online. But my incredible friend Tyler Chintaner's outfit, A Wave Blue World, has an incredible site not only for the publishing arm as well, but also in Comixology, so people can get stuff digitally, or I'd much rather they read it on paper. That's available too with a little bit of work.
And available through Etsy?
Through Etsy, through our online shops, and through Comixology.
Fantastic. And is this the regular price, or is this only for Emerald City Comicon?
These are our prices.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for your time.
I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to us.
I'm here with Electro, the master of electricity. Electro, how you doing today?
Not bad.
Now, if I can just ask you, if you read comics, and if so, who is your favorite character?
Well, Spider-Man obviously is top, and Incredible Hulk. Grew up
Nice.
with those two.
Do you read them currently right now?
I haven't read anything new since the 90s.
Damn. Now, I got to ask if you cosplay regularly and how long this costume took to put together.
This is my first costume, and it's been putting it together for about 3 months.
Can you generate static electricity at a whim?
I sure wish I could.
And can we point out that he's insulated? Well done, Electro.
Thanks.
I'm here with V. Thanks for your time, V. I'm going to ask you if you read comics, and if so, what your favorite character is.
Well, it should be pretty obvious. It's gotta be B, doesn't it? But yes, I do read comics. It's the good source of anarchy.
Fantastic. Now I got to ask if you cosplay regularly and how long this thing took to make.
This one probably took me about 5 hours to make in total, because a lot of this you could get off the shelf, but I did do adjustments here and there and did the cape myself, adjusted the hat and so on and so forth. But yeah, I do a lot of cosplays. It's the tons of the Japanese stuff, tons of Western stuff. I've lost the count, at least 50, probably 75 costumes in total.
Do you have a favorite costume?
It varies. Let's see, for the Western stuff, what do I say? Wolverine, probably. I really love that costume. And Oran from Final Fantasy for the Japanese stuff.
You do bone claws or metal claws with old Wolverine?
Those are made out of fiberglass, so they look like metal, but there's a bunch of kids running around here, and I really don't want to stab any of them with the metal ones.
Well, thank you for serving the public trust, V, and not stabbing people as Wolverine.
Hey, freedom forever.
I'm here with R2-D2, famed astromech droid. R2, how you doing today, man? Jeez, we didn't have to be rude about it. So, R2, do you read comics, and if so, what is your favorite? Surprising. I wouldn't have thought he would give such a conservative answer. I wouldn't have thought you to be a Bill O'Reilly fan, for that matter. So, I've been wondering... R2's a little racy today. So, R2, I gotta ask, what do you think of the con so far? Jeez. Well, it seems like somebody got up on the wrong side of the bed today. R2, I say it's been a blast, but frankly, I find you offensive. I'm here with Storm and Storm. Thanks for your time, ladies. So, big question right out the gates. Do you read comics? And if so, who is your favorite character? I probably already know the answer to this.
Storm is absolutely my favorite character.
Yeah, Storm.
Any secondary characters? Any second favorites?
Second favorite is actually probably going to be the Flash. I know it's DC, but whatever.
Superman. I love Superman.
And I got to ask, do you both regularly cosplay, and how long do these costumes take to make?
It took about 8 weeks for this. I don't normally cosplay. I'm the person behind the scenes making the costumes for other people.
I cosplay a lot, all the time. I think this one took me about a week or two.
The contacts, are they comfortable?
They're really not that bad at all. They feel like regular contacts, and it's kind of fuzzy, like foggy, but other than that, we're totally cool.
What iteration of Storm are your costumes based from?
Mine's from the Black Panther arc, where she was married.
I'm the current one, Uncanny X-Force. Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for your time, ladies. So there you have it, Emerald City Comicon. As always, a huge thanks to you for watching, and a massive thanks to Emerald City Comicon in Seattle for bringing us the show.